Today, we're going to discuss my 5 pro tips for Grandcross Age of Titans, and I guarantee you, you haven't heard of all of them. My goal is that you haven't heard of any of them. But anyway, welcome guys to Grandcross Age of Titans. I am here playing on my PC again. The PC version of this game is amazing, by the way. If you guys haven't tried this game out, by the way, shout out to Netmarble for sponsoring this video. You can find the download link down below in the description. Now, let's get straight into the action. Today is a 5 plus a bonus. I actually wrote down a bonus. I couldn't make it just 5. I had 6. Pro tips for Age of Titans. Now, this is something that I want to make very, very clear, is that this isn't just general advice. Like, the general advice is obvious at this point, right? Like, join a good alliance. Use your gatherers to gather. Use your hunters to gain experience. Be active. Spend money when it makes sense. That's basic stuff. Today, we're going to hit the pro tips, the things that only the pros know, and I have learned since I joined an alliance, Ethereal Titans. Now, these guys on Kingdom number 9, they're the top alliance, and they're very, very, very good. And I've learned a lot from them, so shout out to this alliance. They're amazing. I dropped my own alliance because it's just smart to join the best alliance because there's so many benefits. That's your pro tip number 1. That's really, again, common sense, and it's not a pro tip. It's obvious. I'm just going to say this up front. If you are a pro, you probably know most of these. But if you are not, if you're getting into the game, these are things that I wish I would have known a long time ago. Okay? Just saying, I wish I would have known these things. The first thing I want to mention are monster fortresses. Okay? Monster fortresses are amazing. If you're in a good alliance, then they're easy because you just rally and you take them out. But the benefits of monster fortresses are you gain oaths. Okay, an oath is used to upgrade the operation command, and you're gonna need to upgrade and max out your operation command. Whenever I first started playing, I did not upgrade the operation command because I did not have oaths, and I didn't think it mattered. Like, okay, you gain more rally troops, big deal, I don't care. No, you need to upgrade your operation command. It's required to upgrade and max out other buildings, and you're gonna want to do that. So just start focusing on oaths from the beginning using rallies. And the monster fortresses aren't that hard, especially if you have a good alliance. Another super important tip is once your alliance takes out a shrine, Benzi is there. Now, Benzi is not respawned yet. He dies, he comes back after 12 hours. But taking out Benzi is amazing because, first of all, again, it's an alliance thing. You get together. He's not hard to take out. But the benefits, the rewards for taking him out are amazing. It doesn't cost you much. And this is the best part. It doesn't require stamina. Don't sleep on Benzi. Benzi is what's up. You want to take out Benzi twice a day if you can handle it, if you can swing it. So I'm a bit of a shyer player, and I didn't like bothering people with rallies, okay? That's really what pro tip number 1 was about, is most of you are going to want to avoid rallies too if you're a new player. However, when you start a rally and someone joins, then you get this annoying blue on the screen. And if you're just doing rallies over and over again, you're going to get really tired of this. Now, you can turn them off by triggering that little thing there, but you can actually turn off these notifications for 8 hours in your settings. When I found this out, it blew my mind, okay? So I wish it was like a permanent thing, but it isn't. Maybe it'll change one day. But if you click your little profile on the top left-hand side of the screen, and then you go down to settings, and then you click default. All right, first things first, if you're on the PC, windowed mode or full screen mode, so great. But if you go down to the bottom, it's not the very, very bottom switch. It's the second to bottom switch, the support and war screen frame notification. This shows you whether or not you're getting support or being attacked. And if you trigger that, it turns it off for 8 hours. And notice how the blue is gone. This was a lifesaver. No, he didn't leave. And no, this is not turned off. It's off now, but it doesn't matter. We're not getting annoyed with the blue flashing constantly. Such a lifesaver. Pro tip number 3 is all about VIP. Okay, VIP, it's just a little banner. Look on the top left, VIP 8. It's a little tiny banner up there next to your picture. If you click that, then you can see the VIP levels. And I just wanted to bring your attention to this because it's extremely important that you rush to VIP level 6 as fast as you can. In fact, this might be the best way to use your gems at the beginning of the game. All right, VIP level 6 is where you want to land. VIP level 8 would be great if you can swing it. It's a lot more expensive, obviously. The reason why you want to get to VIP level 6 is because of this top line here, permanently hiring the additional building artisan. This is huge. Whenever you first start the game, you have 2, and I think after a day or 2, it goes away. But this gives it to you permanently, which will double your building speed forever, as long as this is active. So you want this. You also get a free unique mana stone. I don't think you get that at level 5. No. So you get a unique mana stone every day. That comes into another pro tip that's coming, but you want this. And then, of course, again, if you can swing it, go to level 8 like I have, because you get a marching speed bonus, which is not really what I'm trying to bring to your attention. It's actually the legendary mana stone that you get for free. And of course, an advanced prayer book for free every day as well. And what's cool about the legendary mana stone is you get to choose which legendary you get based upon what you've unlocked. So I've unlocked a bunch of legendaries, and I've chosen to focus on Melody right now. Again, we'll talk more about this also in a minute, but it's amazing. And then once you're done with that, once you've awakened that particular legendary, you can choose a different one. Whatever. It's amazing. So VIP level 8, literally day 1 if you can. If you can't, do it when you can. It's worth it. And another thing that we always forget about is the VIP shop, right? Once you unlock certain levels, you get to buy certain things out of the shop, and it's usually a pretty good deal. So, something you might want to consider. Speaking of shops, did you know that the Demon Extermination has a shop? It's on the bottom left-hand side, and you can buy Karma Mana Stones with this. This is literally the only reason why I do Demon Extermination. Not that Karma is super great, but that's a pretty good price for a legendary mana stone. 50% discount, and you can get them full price too if you just have extra demon tokens or whatever. So highly recommend you spend your demon tokens on Karma mana stones or whatever else looks good to you. To me, it's mostly just the mana stones. This one blew my mind, okay? It's a logical thing. Many of you have probably come to this conclusion already, but it's so important that it needs to be brought up. First of all, to upgrade your castle, which should be your main priority. You should always be gunning for upgrading your castle because you get extra troops and extra benefits from upgrading the castle. One of the buildings you have to upgrade is the embassy. And the embassy unlocks the amount of alliance assists that you get. So that means that each alliance assist is either going to shave off a minute or a 1% off of your upgrade time. And what does that bring you to the conclusion of? Well, that means if you want to speed something up, let's consider something that you always want to speed up, which is your academy or potentially your training grounds, right? You need those running all the time. Those are the things I would recommend speeding up, plus maybe the embassy. You don't want to speed them up until you have maxed out your assist, right? So if you come here, you can see how many assists have been used. Again, each one is 1% of the total build time. And so for instance, the Titan Hanger that I'm upgrading saved me 4 hours. Like, those speed ups are not cheap and not easy to get. So instead of starting the upgrade, waiting a second, and then speeding it up, wait a little longer and let your alliance help you, because not speeding up those 4 hours is going to benefit you in the long run. This is an obvious thing. If you're paying attention, wasn't obvious to me. Figured somebody else would benefit from that knowledge. And yes, just a little pro tip, I guess, is keep the academy running and keep these training grounds training up. If you have to upgrade them, try to speed those up. Everything else, it's debatable whether or not you upgrade it and speed it up. I mean, obviously you want to upgrade it, but do you want to speed it up? Probably not. The embassy, maybe. Everything else is trivial, and really you don't even need to speed up the castle unless you just have extra speed ups. Me, I don't normally have extra speed ups, so usually I let my my castle run organically. Pro tip number 5 is going to be about Mana Stone Summoning Towers. Again, it all comes back to having a good alliance. These Mana Stone Summoning Towers changes the monsters nearby to carry mana stones. So if you're going to go out and raid and, take out monsters and get your benefits, you might as well attack these. You just have to unlock them in your alliance, and then you can get all the way up to unique mana stones. I don't know if you can get legendary at higher levels or anything, but I mean, it's pretty impressive. And it looks like you can get all the way up to 3 of each. You only get 1 at a time, and they're really rare drops, but it's worth it. If you're going to do that type of farming anyway, using your hunters, gaining XP, etc., you might as well take these out and get some free mana stones. This is something, again, I'm shy. I don't like to, branch out. And I had to be told by someone that this is beneficial. It's the same thing I'm still doing. Your alliance will get mad at you for taking out them because that's what they're for, right? They're not like saved for higher level guys or anything. And you're going to get mana stones, which are always helpful, right? And the last bonus pro tip I want to give you guys is just an quick overview about heroes and which ones you should focus on. At the beginning of the game, getting legendaries is going to be tough. Focusing on uniques is probably your better bet. And I think Jeanette takes the cake as the best and most beautiful of the uniques. Love her. She's amazing. And read what all these skills do. Okay, it'll give you an idea of what a good hero is all about. She's a combined attack. She can do just about anything. The other one that really deserves some attention on the unique side is Himosu. She's amazing too. Again, read her skills and you'll see what I mean. Like, she just dominates. The legendaries you should focus on, if you happen to get them, include Arthur. He's the ultimate infantry, as it says down there. And we have Melody as well. And Melody is literally the best thing for archers and for later in the game for, I believe it's bombers is what benefits from her. I can't remember. Yeah, bombers. That's right. So Melody is the bomb. And there's other heroes that are really, really good too. You do want to get Claudia going. Focus on her first skill, not her second, like I did. Calliope is a pretty good infantry as well. And I was going to bring attention to, well, Freya. You want to focus on Freya. She's just amazing. And I know a lot of you guys really love Bellymore, and he is amazing, but only for specific things. I would think if you use him, you know why you're using him. And Alicia, perhaps the most powerful hero in the game. You definitely want, if you can get your hands on her. She's difficult to get because you have to be in the top rank of undefeatable event. Most of us will never see Alicia in our entire life. I mean, you'll see her, but she's going to be killing you. You're not going to be killing with her. And Isaac. I have not got him yet, but the cavalry focus for me is going to be Isaac once I get him. I've got 8 of his 10 mana stones, so I'm getting there, but I'm not quite there yet. So definitely Isaac for cavalry. Again, Arthur for infantry, and Melody for archery, and Freya for combat engineer. Now, if you don't understand why those are really, really good, again, read their skills. Figure out what they do. Figure out how to do this research on your own, reading what makes these heroes so good with their skills. And that will help you determine why not a lot of people seem to mention, where's Agnes? Agnes is an easy, yeah, Agnes. Like, why do people not talk about Agnes near as much as others? You know, it's like there's a reason. It's because, you know, Agnes just doesn't stand out maybe as much or something. I'm sorry if you're a huge fan of Agnes. I'm just talking, just making a point. So those are my pro tips. Again, if you're a pro, you knew those. If you learned something, let me know down below in the comments which one or ones you didn't know. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video. And once again, if you have not checked out this game, download link is down below in the description. And thank you so much to Netmarble for sponsoring today's video.